go then. Good start needed.
Hello and welcome back to the Racing Games channel. My name is Mark and today's the day I am starting our career mode in F1 22. Now the footage I have in the background here is just me setting up my game, but feel free to pause whenever to see which tracks, driver number and helmet design I have gone with, otherwise it's just background footage. Now for this first season I have decided to keep things short and sweet by choosing a 10 race season, with Bahrain, Australia, Miami, Great Britain, Austria, Belgium, Monza, Japan, Brazil and Abu Dhabi making up the track list. This is a mix of my favourite tracks in Silverstone, Red Bull Ring and Bahrain, plus the altered tracks of Australia and Abu Dhabi and the new track in Miami. And I mean, you just can't miss Monza, Suzuka and Interlagos. I would have included Barcelona, but I hate the track first and foremost, and only one corner really changed, so I just didn't think it was worth it. Now for my assist settings, I have gone bold this time. Traction control and ABS are off, steering and braking assists are disabled, and the only racing line I have is for corners, and that's only because I'm terrible at choosing braking points. I do also have pit assist enabled, but in a minute you'll see why that's irrelevant. For my weekend setup, I have chosen the shortest session lengths. This means 30-minute practice sessions, one-shot qualifying, and a 5-lap race, with no pit stops. Oh, and just in case I do lose a front wing at some point, pit stops are also set to broadcast, so I'll never need to worry about pit assist. The AI level will shift a lot to start with, so I'll leave that one out for now, but I do have damage enabled but set to reduced, with flashbacks also on and race starts assisted. These settings may also change, but I do want some kind of challenge whilst keeping things manageable. Once my driver is set up, it's time to choose a team. Now I've gone for Williams, partially because they're British, but mainly because I feel Williams will be the biggest challenge to compete with this year. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video for the full reasons as to why, but a quick glance at the comparisons bar on the right hand side of the screen will tell you just how Williams compared to the rest of the grid. As for the driver I'm replacing, sorry, but it's bye bye Latifi. So now we're all set up, let's head to Bahrain for the first race of the season. So for the first practice in Bahrain, the game forced me to actually take the car out on track. Instead of going through all the sessions, I just skipped ahead to FP3 and used the time to get to grips with the new car physics in F1 22. This meant ignoring the practice programs, which I'm sure upset the team a little, but oh well. For me, the biggest barrier to driving the cars is locking up on corner entry and spinning out on corner exit. We have some brilliant tutorial guides on how to avoid both of these, but considering they hadn't yet been completed when I first went out on track, you will see me locking up and spinning a lot. I am also using the Racing Games car setup guides available on our website, racinggames.gg, and soon also here on YouTube, so do keep an eye out for those. So the sessions were mostly spent either facing the wrong way or with smoke coming off the tyres, but I still felt like I'd learned enough about the car to go into qualifying with some form of confidence that I wasn't about to crash on every corner. So let's see how I got on.
Here we are out on track then for the one-shot quali. I'm not expecting too much here right now, with the way the car has been in practice so far. But you never know, there might be a surprise on the horizon. That was not good traction out of turns 1 and 2. Go, just kick the back end out a little bit there. That was a bit of over braking. That's off the track, that's never a good thing. Short shifting just to get that extra traction. There's the first lock up. That's what I was waiting for. Never a good thing. There we go, now we can go boot to the floor. Not bad through there. Just didn't brake enough there. That's going to slow me down a lot. Not a great lap this one, but when you start with Williams, what do you honestly expect?
So qualifying went about as good as you'd expect. but I'm a better racer than I am a qualifier, so going into the main event I still had some hope. There's a lot of work to do and only 5 laps to get it done in, so let's head back to the track and see just how well the Bahrain Grand Prix went. Before we move on, have you subscribed to Racing Games yet? Just one click and you're on the Racing Games grid. Oh, and hit that notification bell too so you never miss an upload. Alright, on with the video.
Alright, race time. Keep the revs nice and low, he says as he over revs. Immediately shift up. Whoa. Short shift, don't lose control. That's a terrible start. That is actually an awful start.
So terrible traction off the line, plus a small drift, meant I was very much on the back foot going into turn 1. Taking a very tight line put me even further back, and so by the time we reached turn 4, the rest of the grid was but a dot on the horizon. However, I soon fought back, using my newfound confidence through the S's to catch up to the back of Stroll by turn 8. Locking up into turns 9 and 10 undid a lot of the good work, but a smoothish final sector saw me end lap 1 still within sight of the car in front. Lap 2 started with a lunge on Stroll, forcing the Aston Martin wide on turn 1 somehow without any collision. This put Zhou Guanyu next in my crosshairs, but I still had to contend with Stroll trying to get his place back. Several spins and lockups then followed, but thanks to flashback they didn't cost me too much, and I'd rather you didn't see those anyway, well at least not all of them. By lap 5 I was starting to feel a little bit more confident with my driving style and the car's handling, but then this happened. A lockup on turn 1 created a poor line through 2 and 3, allowing Stroll with DRS to get past. Despite dive bombing him through the S's, I lost the back end out of 10, opening the door once again. At this point I got desperate. A Hail Mary around the outside was then followed up with yet another lockup, and at that point I had to admit defeat. Despite finishing last, I did learn more about the car, and it was fun getting to battle with another driver. But enough about Bahrain, let's head to Australia for qualifying for round 2.
Here we go then, quali. Got one chance to get this right. And already I feel like I'm going way too slow. Oh, there's a lockup. Okay, now it's flat out until the left-right chicane, I believe. That didn't feel bad, but it probably was bad. Still 20th, wow. Wow, yeah, that is bad. That is catastrophically painful. Here we go then, good start needed.
So as you can see, I didn't get off to the best start at Albert Park. Attempt 2 was much more successful, with arguably a better start than in Bahrain, meaning I was within reach heading into turn 1. More bravery through turn 1 would have gained me a place or two, but staying conservative meant I had decent traction down the first DRS straight. An epic lunge on Albon gained me my first overtake, with lap 1 ending with me in 19th place. I was quickly able to catch up to the Astons as well, giving me a good chance to pull off some more overtakes.
He's going to make me work for it, isn't he? There we go.
Good job, nice overtake.
That was a really satisfying overtake on Stroll, and showed just what I could do with a bit of confidence. After trying and failing to take Vettel over the course of lap 3, I had a really good opportunity on lap 4 to get things done.
It's now or never. He hasn't got a DRS train. A bit of a lock up. That sent me into him there. Yeah. There's the warning.
So not the cleanest move, I admit, but I got the job done and for a moment even targeted Yuki before realising he was probably too far ahead. This final lap was a real eye-opener for me though. I found myself pushing the car a lot more through the corners, riding curbs and locking up a lot less. I like the new layout here at Albert Park. It keeps the average speed up throughout a lap and just makes the race a lot more fun to drive, but I'm interested in hearing what you all think in the comments below. Finishing 17th is normally not good, but I was very pleased with the overall race. Sure, mistakes were made still, but I'm looking forward to the next race where hopefully I'll continue pushing up the grid. For now though, thanks for watching. I've been Mark from Racing Games. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more gameplay videos like this. Do check out our car setup guides over on racinggames.gg too. And now I'm off to study how to avoid even more lockups. One day I will learn. One day.